morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching us from. Welcome to Green Ridges. This is your number one online farming channel where we tackle matters farming. Make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification button so that YouTube may automatically notify you whenever we post a new video. Karibuni sana. So as you can see on your screens, it's harvest time. This would have to be my favorite part of the whole farming process, hands down. I suppose it's actually every farmer's favorite part. I mean, produce to a farmer is what a salary is to an employee. So your produce translates to your income. That is why I really enjoy this part. And there goes our door. So, assuming that you prepared your land correctly, your nursery, you transplanted your seedlings from the nursery to your farm, you irrigated and applied the necessary fertilizers. It's every farmer's open prayer that you get here, that you're able to get something out of your hard work. Bwana Njogu right there. So while harvesting, what are you really looking out for? So one, you're looking for the really big capsicums. Size really matters here. So why the big ones? You have to put a few factors into consideration. Capsicums are sold in kilos, so it goes without saying. The bigger, the heavier. So another thing that we have to look out for, apart from the size of the capsicum, they have to be bright. You have to look out for the ones that are bright, green, bright, and very firm. That is how you tell that it's mature. Na lazima uangalie usichune zile ndogo ndogo, although it happens inevitably. And so for us, we'd pluck them, put them at a place, and then someone would come with a bucket, and then they are put in a bucket and consequently transferred into gunias. So you also have to avoid letting your capsicums just lay under direct sunlight once you harvest them. We've learned this the hard way. If capsicums have been laying under direct sunlight for more than 3 hours, there's actually a very significant difference in weight with the ones that have been freshly harvested. So you have to ensure that your produce is fresh. There goes our bucket. So tulikuwa tunachuna, you put them in the bucket, and then hiyo ndo inatumika kupeleka kwa gunia. As you can see, those are really big ones. How do you pluck them? You just turn them slightly from the stalk slightly to avoid the destruction of the stem, because you have to consider that the mother stem will also flower again, and of course it's going to hapo tumefanya makosa. You see, it happens inevitably. At times you find that inavunjika tu, which should not happen. So Yep, so there goes our pile. So like I was saying, the reason why you have to take care of the mother stem is because after some time you realize that they flower, and you're able to not only harvest once or twice, you harvest quite a number of times. So like you said, you hold it firmly and you turn it slightly to avoid destruction of the stem. So of course we put them in a sack for ease of transportation from the farm to the sorting area. It's easy to transport them in a gunia rather than carrying so many buckets up and down. So once you've harvested them, and there's something that you call sorting that you have to do. How do you sort capsicums? You look out for the ones that have been bruised, the ones that have been damaged, or any that could have been attacked by a disease. Of course, you're looking to supply the market with something that is not only healthy, but of good quality. Because as a farmer, your reputation is of great importance. So shout out to Peter and Jogo. Depending on your market preference, you can do what we call sorting. How do you sort capsicums? You sort them according to size, according to shape, and according to color. So if you're wondering why grading could be important, let's look at two contrasting market preferences, and then maybe you can see why. So for instance, if your market mainly entails of suppliers, you find that they prefer the slightly smaller and medium capsicums. They don't like the big ones. But if you're supplying places such as institutions, schools, hospitals, etc., you find that they prefer the big ones. So like we said, you grade them according. The grading is all dependent on your market preference. So that has to be put into consideration. Thanks for sticking around. Soil is oil. We are out. So if you had not looked at our previous videos on how we did the land preparation, on how we prepared a nursery, how transplanting happens, you can just check out our previous videos, and we hope that you'll learn a thing or two from that.